Good afternoon from Port St. Lucie. This is Professor Tefero for a new course that is not offered in very many places in the world. It is called Sun Tzu Management Principles. And quite simply put, it is the principles of the great military strategist Sun Tzu applied to business. Now, not every single principle of Sun Tzu can be applied to business, and we don't expect to find every single aspect of Sun Tzu's military strategy to be applicable to business applications. But there are several good uh, principles of Sun Tzu uh, which apply to business, and those are the ones we're going to look at in this course. As you may or may not know, Sun Tzu is studied at every major military academy in the world. Uh, he is studied at the West Point. He is studied at Annapolis in Maryland. He is studied at the Air Force Academy. So he is studied in detail at every prestigious military institution in the world. Why? Because his strategies are um, sublime. They are precise. They are what a person would call data analysis now. Uh, they didn't have data analysis then in prehistory, pre uh, old ancient China. They had strategy, and these strategies were basically applied to data analysis. So let's do the data analysis that Sun Tzu recommends and see how it applies to business. Lesson number one today for Sun Tzu management principles is going to be an estimate of your competition. Now, when we say an estimate of your competition, we don't mean a general estimate. Oh, I think my competition is weak, or I think my competition is strong. That's not good enough. um, you need an empirical study of, let's say, we're doing countries. Every country has a market share in their own countries and every other country of things that they import and export. So, what is this country's market share? Um, how will you increase it or try to increase it? Um, who is going to be your competition? And how will your competition increase or decrease your market share? Basically speaking, um, profits and losses of companies are dictated by market share. If market share is going up, your net sales are going up and your profits will go up. If your market share is going down, your your uh, your principles of market share, your sales are going down, and your net profits will be going down. So it's actually quite simple. I don't like to make things difficult for my students. I like to simplify things as much as possible. Okay, let's get to it. Initial estimations is rule number one of Sun Tzu's famous book on the art of war. And initial estimations would include a very honest, and this is extremely important that you understand this. It has to be an honest and accurate estimation. You can't give, political estimations. You can't give favorable estimations to your country or to your army or to your business. You have to give an honest evaluation of your situation and your competition's situation. A SWOT analysis is very good in this case. You have to measure the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and challenges for both yourself and for your competition. So if you do these two SWOT analyses carefully, you should have a good estimation of what you need to improve your market share. Um, Whether or not you can achieve it is something else. But to know what the problem is before you can solve it is essential. So let's go over the essential estimations. First of all, you have to know what your market share is now. You have to know what your competition's market share is now. Um, you have to know who your competition is. You know what your plans are if you have a plan, and you want to find out or somehow locate the plans of your competition. These initial estimations are extremely important in plotting out what you are going to do next. Very important to have good data. Sun Tzu was highly cognizant of the fact that you need to know as much data as possible before you proceed with a plan. And it's highly recommended that you follow this principle of Sun Tzu. Until next time, this is Professor Tefero from Port St. Lucie, wishing you all a happy and healthy day. Bye bye.